Hey everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm here in East Vineland, New Jersey. Happy Monday, if Mondays can be happy. I guess let's try and make this one happy. So I am in the process of selling our last trailer load of wool, blowing past stop signs. This is an emergency. We have to get to the spinnery. I think that's where we're selling it. I kind of forget where we are selling it. It's up here. It's up yonder here. Hope everyone had a really good weekend. I had a decent weekend. Had a little problem with recording this weekend, which is unfortunate. I had some Silver Run Forest gameplay that I wanted to toss out on the channel. Unfortunately, blowing by the sail point, coming in hot. Oh, yes. That's what we wanted to see. Come on, you can do it, Kubota. Can you turn over for me, or do I need to get the crane out? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. This is not a good start. All right, we got the tow. We got the tow truck out. Got us back in order. Wow, that's an ominous start to this episode for sure. So anyways, going back to the lovely Silver Run Forest recording that I had, I got on Silver Run Forest. I was doing, oddly enough, I was doing some logging. I know, crazy, right? And was actually doing some contracts. Ooh, that's some good money there. Nice. So we're almost at $620,000. Man, the sheep did it for us, didn't they? Tell you what, a little bit of grass and start making a killing. We maxed out our sheep pen. We might want to think about expanding our sheep, our sheep husbandry. That's crazy. That's good cash. So, anyways, I use Shadow Play for recording, and I've never had a problem with it. And if I'm being honest, I don't think it was a problem with Shadow Play. I think it was something I did. I honestly thought I had hit the start record. I went through a bunch of stuff, did some logging, I did some contracts, couple of contracts, deadwood contracts, that kind of thing, and hit the stop recording button. And normally after I stop recording, I go and I save the gameplay, you know, just so I don't forget. I don't do auto save, so I just do it manually. And unfortunately, what I didn't do was look at the Shadow Play notification that must have said start recording when I thought I had stopped recording, because I saved the game, I played a little bit more, a few minutes more, not much, got out, started noticing, I noticed that the recording, I was still recording. I forget how I noticed that, but I noticed I was still recording. That kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop. I was kind of like, oh, I shouldn't still be recording. And sure enough, when I thought I had started recording, I actually hadn't. Then when I thought I stopped recording, I had actually started recording. It was a mess. So unfortunately, no Silver Run this past weekend, but I'm back in the saddle, hopefully actually recording for real Kubota Farm. Otherwise, you probably won't be seeing this gameplay. So if you're seeing this, that means that I did do it right. And I also noticed I've got fast run. I want to turn that off. Let's get our little Kubota out of the way here so we can drive through and drop our trailer off. Scoot you over here, buddy. Thank you. I think it's kind of quiet, isn't it? It's pretty quiet for a little front loader. Did I see some exhaust? Is that just exhaust that I saw? Must have been exhaust I saw. Yeah, look at that. When I walked through. Or maybe it's... Huh. Maybe it's an optical illusion. So, anyways, we made some really decent cash on the wool. So we are going to have to... let me pull ahead just a little bit more. Release that wagon or trailer. Scooch out of here. So we have some money to spend, which is always kind of fun. Enough money to repair the pickup from hitting the barn, and repair the barn from getting hit by the pickup. Pull in here. Shut that off. Ooh, that thing needs a wash, doesn't it? You know what? Let's take it over and let's get the Kubota cleaned up. It's looking a little filthy. It's looking a little nasty. So we are in April. Harvest season is coming up very, very quickly. Wrong button. There we go. Harvest season's coming up very, very soon. We're going to have to kind of put together a game plan on how we want to spend our hard-earned money. I honestly am not completely sure where we want to take this thing. I'm always up for more land. Property is always always seems to be a plus. Buying more fields, expanding the farm, and there's always production. And there's always investing in livestock and animals. We don't have a cow facility or horses. Horses, cows. Yeah, we've got chickens, we've got pigs, we've got sheep. We don't have any bees. Our sheep pen is full. We really don't have a place to put a second sheep pen, so that's probably not on the immediate horizon. As far as the pigs go, I mean, we could load up on more pigs, but I feel like if we're going to do that, we should... Ooh, we've got some good fertilizer that we can use up here pretty soon, too. But in order to take advantage of the pigs, we need to be able to feed them properly and keep their health up. And that's really where we're going to make our money, is through reproduction, right? And letting them stay healthy so we can mature them and sell them, take them to market. I was going to look, actually. I think it's a couple of years old, right, for pigs? Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I think that's probably about right. But it looks to me like, as far as pigs are concerned, their health is up because we got them that base food. We bought some corn directly from the store. It would be nice to get a corn supply. They won't take cracked corn. I did check on that. They are corn only for our base food, I believe. This one looks like he's picking a spot to add to our manure heap, aren't you, buddy? You are, aren't you? Just, maybe I make probably giving him stadium slump. Kind of watching them, so usually that scares them. They won't contribute to the heap. Hide behind the fence here. I don't think that's gonna work either. The things I do to entertain myself, it's sad. Oh boy. All right. Well, anyways, what we can do here still in April, I will double check. I don't think, looks like our little Kubota here needs a little scrubbing too, doesn't it? We can do that when we use it next time. All right. We've got our spring cut ready to go for grass over here. And this is going to be a little interesting to see what kind of yield we get out of this field in comparison to our normal meadow grass that we used to have here. So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes for us. I was looking at precision farming. I don't know about this score business. I don't know if it got thrown off because of the issues with grass geddon that we had here on this map. As you can see, it's still all grass, and it turned our fields to grass. I thought we had a higher precision environmental score before I had to change our fields back to what they originally were. Maybe I'm wrong. Yield value, though, I was looking at here, and it's looking pretty good for this canola field right here, actually. Not too bad. These, not so great, but I think most of that has to do with soil composition because we did okay as far as pH goes, and we're okay as far as nitrogen goes on all of our fields. This our um, poplar field, of course, needs plowing. Kind of missed that one. It's kind of a bummer, but we should still get a good yield out of that. This field, number one here is completely prepped and ready to go. Once we harvest our corn, our canola on field two, I think what our game plan will be is to get our harvest done here on field two, then combine fields one and two and um, do a nice big corn plant throughout here. I think that's the idea. It's kind of where I'm taking it. We've got production facility, the Grain Mill Plus production facility is being leased right now by us. We could buy that outright, but I don't really know that we need to right now necessarily. Let's see what we got here. So if we go to our lovely Kubota mower and we X to load, space to activate, right click, Kubota mower's loaded and unloaded because I just clicked the wrong button, Brad. What are you doing? Let's load course, activate. Wait, target location is not, what? Oh, maybe did I screw that up? Load course, activate. Yeah, I did screw that up. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Was just take a quick look at our course, and then of course we always clean it up after we're done. First waypoint, hit go. Thank you very much. Let's keep a quick eye on this guy just to make sure he's going to start okay. He certainly should. I guess we could actually do this because we don't have anything else in the immediate. Let's get him started. We don't have anything else in the immediate future to do. Oh, we do have a, wow, yeah, I thought we might. Oh, wow, look at all these baling contracts that have come up now because of all the grasslands in East Vineland. Wow, that's insane. I guess we can kind of just take our pick. We might as well, I guess we might as well start one. I mean, we don't have a lot else going on in April. Kind of want to pick one that maybe has the old crone involved, just because that mowing with that thing is pretty nice. So the biggest one does not have the chrome mower. Interesting. Just looking at the variety of tools of what we can, maybe we can pick something. Oh, I do not like looking or using those bale pickup jobbers there. They're one of my previous nightmares. I like the auto. This one looks kind of interesting. It's only 17,000. Field 49. We might do that actually. $17,121. What was that? Field 49? Let's just take a quick peek at some of these other ones to see what tools they're giving us. That one's kind of straightforward. And not super exciting. I haven't used the that tow along mower very much. This one doesn't look too bad. Doesn't have the crone, but it does have a decent mower setup, field 80, and that's a pretty 27,000 is not bad. So they want us to dry, they want us to tet it and bale it. No wrapping on that one. This one they want silage done. I don't know. What do y'all think? 20 grand for this one. Is this a, they want us to tet and bale it. And this is a square bale jobber, field 90 for 19 grand. That one may not be too bad. Well, I'm kind of liking this one. It's got the crone. It's got a square bale. Haven't done any square baling for a while. Tetting, it's got some, what do we got there? A Fent to use. Interesting. So field 90. Oh, he's cruising right along, isn't he? Man, by the time we get back from visiting 90 and getting our stuff delivered, he's almost going to have this thing knocked out. Look at the size of these windrows. Oh, I like to see that. That's nice. Very, very nice. Nice, thick, plush grass windrows. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Field 990. Right over yonder here, huh? Yeah, we haven't touched this field. I don't believe we've done this field before. Man, look at all the grass around here. Man, so much grass. All right, let's set our delivery point for right there. Make sure I pick the right one. Make sure I borrow items. Otherwise, this whole thing has become nonsense. Let's take a look at what we got. So we got a tedder. This is what I'm curious. I haven't used this windrower in quite a while. In fact, I don't know if I've used it on 22. I do seem to remember it being on 19 and 17. I think it's been at previous ones. Of course, the auto stack and the big Case IH square baler. That thing's pretty nice, isn't it? All right, let's get... what do we have here for a Fat? We've got 930. Nice, very nice. Nice interior. Kind of quiet on the inside. That looks like a different dash. Is that dash? Huh. That looks like a different dash. I wonder if this is a mod. I don't think I have any Fent mods loaded, though. And I don't remember the look of that dash. Interesting. I do like the look of Fents, though. I do like the look of these guys. Let's just work on getting this equipment out of the way. I was tempted this weekend to pick up the year 2 season pass. I still might actually do that. I don't know. I don't. I know I'm gonna end up buying all of the DLCs. I mean, I even bought the Antonio. What was that thing called? The Antonio Carrera. Antonio. I forget what it's. Yeah, I haven't bought that thing, and I honestly don't. I haven't actually used anything from that DLC at all. I think I have used a couple of the tractors when I've been messing around on my test map with looking at mods and stuff. I think I may have used a couple of them, but I honestly have done really nothing with those tractors at all. It's not that I don't necessarily, it's not that I don't like them. I think they're actually kind of cool looking tractors. I just really haven't had a really strong need to use a bunch of small, I think they're Italian made, a bunch of small Italian made tractors. And I haven't done a lot of, I guess maybe if I get more into orchards, that's kind of my thought. That seems like that's their forte. And maybe eventually I'll do some orchard work. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will before the next version of Farm Sim comes out, since we're a couple years away from that. I would guess I'm probably gonna find myself doing some orchard stuff. I do want to do some orchard work, but I guess at the end of the day, my point being, I'm gonna end up buying all the DLCs kind of regardless of what they are. And I know it's cheaper. I know it's cheaper to just to do it, you know. Buy it up front, get it done with. It's just laying out 40 bucks, you know. It's laying out 40 bucks, and that's how much the game costs. And it just seems it's initially a little bit hard to swallow. But that all being said, you know, it's always my deal where I'm always like, well, I am supporting Giants, of course, and that's a big part of it for me, is just I'm supporting our beloved Giants. So yeah, let's get our baby fired up, locked in on the GPS, lower, and Brad, you can stop. Actually, no, we are tedding, aren't we? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know about this widespread stuff, but we are going to be tedding, so I guess it's the way to go. Let's pop inside our little crone here and see what's going on. This thing has some serious suspension action going on, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of things working right now to keep this thing relatively level, that's for sure. You've got all the mower parts working level to level. You've got the suspension on the cab. Speaking of, actually, I'm curious about one thing. Can't you lift, or does it automatically do that? The cab on these lift up, or did I not notice? So if I, whoops, I don't want to do that. If I fold it, oh, the whole suspension. Interesting. I thought the actual cab itself, whoops, I thought this, the cab part lifted up as well, like separately. Maybe not. Let's see here. So that goes down. Thought it even raised the suspension up too. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I got you. I got you covered. Kind of makes me wonder what kind of engines these things have in them too. Whoops. Don't get too crazy with the turning. I'm always curious about the brands of motors that are used in a lot of these machines. Like, I was watching a YouTuber Sunday. He releases his videos on Sunday mornings. Stavros 969. If you ever want to check him out, it's actually, he does a really nice job. Sometimes he'll miss a Sunday, but normally it is generally it's every Sunday that he delivers content. And he does a lot with, he's in, I think I've talked about it before, but he's in Ireland. And he is a truck driver in Ireland. And drives a Scania. Talks a lot about different kinds of trucks, but quite a bit about Scanias. And it was interesting. This last episode that he put out, he was talking about, I guess this new, in Europe, they've got this Euro emission standards nonsense. I mean, not nonsense, sorry. Oh, boy, did I slip there. Yeah, it's nonsense. But they have these really, really strong European emission standards that they have to abide by. And he was talking about how Scania, I guess, builds their own engines as well for their semis. And they're pretty much going to have to say goodbye to their V8s because of how difficult it's going to be to get their existing V8 engines up to snuff with Euro standards. Absolutely insane the things that they have to do to meet emissions standards on these engines, and the cost too is just absolutely crazy. How much it raises the cost on just buying trucks, and I mean it just trickles down. You know, I think that's what's really interesting to me is how much of this stuff trickles down to the little guy, the guy who owns a business and can't afford anymore to run his business because he's got to deal with, you know, all of this stuff. And I know that I don't know enough about the subject as a whole, probably to really. It's never stopped me from having an opinion before, but it is a shame to hear how it does impact, regardless of where you stand on this stuff. It definitely takes a toll on the small business owner, and not just the small business owner, but you know, all business owners for that matter. And just to clarify, I do think he mentioned that it's Scania will probably keep their V8s in their flagship, model, and then I think it's a 770 and then a 660. They'll probably keep their V8s in those, just because those are premium, you know, higher end premium products that people are willing to pay a premium for because of they're usually used, you know, for heavy haul, and so they'll probably stick around. But kind of interesting, very, very interesting. I will say that, you know, as much as I love American trucks, and I really do, and I find European trucks, I say European, but just I find that whole cab over, like the MANs, the Scanias, the Mercedes-Benz, what am I missing? What's that brand? Oh man, I know it starts with an F, doesn't it, or something? Anyways, I find them fascinating in many ways, mostly because of just they're just different. They have different ideas. To me, they are more car designed. They're designed more like a car, interior wise and dashboard wise. They remind me more of a regular car, sedan or something like that kind of interior. Whereas in America, excuse me, if you look at American trucks, you know they're a truck. Like you go inside of any American truck. Now they have modernized more and more, but I'll tell you what, you look at those Scanias and just all the fancy, you know, a lot of fancy schmancy things going on with those trucks, and a lot of things to go wrong though too. A lot of electronics, and listening to him talk too. It's, you know, the more emissions restrictions that you add, the more things that can go wrong, and the more money you're going to be spending on repairs. So enjoy that while you're at it too, I guess. Man, that Krone makes fast work of this stuff, doesn't it? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's go check on our buddy here. Yeah, you did good for us, I think. As always, you did very nice. We can cancel out you. We can unfold the front and back, and we can go. I think we normally have... Man, those are some thick windrows. Very nice. I think we normally have some business over here to take care of, or did it do a... It left us some over here. Yeah, it did. It left us a little swath over here like it likes to do. Let me pick the front mower. That's another thing I like about the Krone is you don't have to keep going back between the front and back mower. It's just all in one. I kind of wish Giants would set that up that way here too, that you could optionally, when you connect a front and rear mower, especially when they're the same brand like this, that they would, because I bet in real life, in fact, I would almost guarantee in real life, farmers have it set up one button, you know what I'm saying? For one button kind of deal. And I just thought of something. I got kind of lucky because I didn't even check the swathing on this when I kicked off course play. So I feel like it must have remembered where I last had it, because I feel like I'm kind of lucky it swathed for us, because that would have been kind of disappointing if it hadn't have. Not the end of the world, just a little more work, but it's nice that it did swath. And I did a little looking around, and I could not find a way. I gotta look again. I have to verify this. I don't think I could find a way to delete custom fields. Like, I want to be able to redo this custom course play field right here and expand it over to the over to that side over there. Maybe it's just not worth worrying about. But I could not find a way to delete it, and I was hoping to be able to delete the one. Maybe I just need to say, you know, who cares about deleting it? Maybe just create a second one. You know, that might be easier to do. Actually, I can't do that, can I? Because it's not the course play course that I want to delete. It's the it's this custom field right here that I want to delete. And I don't know how you can do that. We have to do a little more looking. I like those windrows though. Not too shabby at all. Actually, let's how are you looking? Yeah, let's wash you off before we put you away. I gotta start treating my equipment better. Start paying a little bit more attention to taking care of our Kubota stuff a little bit nicer. You know, you take care of stuff, it lasts longer. Get our mower all washed up. Probably something I'd expect they do in real life anyways, because you wouldn't want all that grass all caked up in there. I think they use, I have noticed from just watching different farmers on YouTube too, that they use a lot more air compressor stuff to clean their equipment than they do straight away with the garden hose. That'd be something kind of cool to see in Farm Sim, and I kind of wonder if we'll see that in the next version of Farm Sim, air, being able to air tires, raise and lower tire air pressure in tires, maybe use air compressors to blow off machinery instead of just using the power washer. I think that is actually in the game already, air, because I remember seeing if you use power tools, It's not power tools, that's power tools. And you go to fill vehicle. Where did I see that? I remember seeing air as being one of the options. And I think somebody else talked about this on their channel too. Kind of makes me think that it's... Because there are some things in this game that we don't, on the surface, necessarily have access to. Maybe because they're used for some behind-the-scenes stuff or what have you. But, yeah. I'd be curious to see. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing wrapped up for Monday. Come over here and see how our sheep are doing. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you, buddy. They're still pumping out the wool. Yeah, I got her all emptied out. Outstanding. So now we got to just think a little bit about how we're going to spend our money. We'll figure that out as we go along here. But next time we're in Kubota, let's finish up our... we'll have to finish up our contract. I might do a little bit of work on that before I see you. And, of course, we'll have to finish up this lovely field of beautiness. One thing I would like to be able to find, and I know that this sounds kind of silly. Actually, I think I just answered my own question in a way. I was thinking, and this has come up before, why can't... Is there a mod out there that allows you to shred bales? Now, not straw bales, because I know you can shred straw bales for your animals. But what I'm talking about is being able to, let's say I baled up this entire field, okay, with grass bales. And then I thought to myself, I kind of want to put it in a bunker silo. How can I go from grass bales to loose grass and put it in here? That's what I want to know. So if any of you have any thoughts, ideas on that, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious. Because I think I went down that road and I couldn't really find anything. I tried a few different odds and ends, but nothing really seemed to work right or do the job. So I'd be curious if you could do that. I do know that what we could do is we could bale this entire field, stick it in that bale barn over there, our bale storage, and take out loose material. And that is certainly one way you can do that. And I think that's what I ended up settling on if I ever wanted to do it. But I kind of wanted more of a hands-on approach of being able to shred bales. Oh, shoot. You know what? I just thought of something. Ha! I just thought of something else. We're going to try this on the next episode. I'm kind of geeked about this. And in fact, we did it here. We actually used that mod here on Kubota Farm. That cut open bales mod. I wonder if that would work. I'm going to give that a go. I'm just out of curiosity. We're going to have to try that. I remember I showed y'all, because that's why we've got this guy here, our shovel. So I'm gonna have to load that cut open bales mod again. I disabled it. I'll have to enable that again and see if that works. Maybe that's the answer I was looking for. That's one answer, maybe. All right. Anyways, I won't keep y'all. Thanks again for joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Of course, subscribe if you want. But let's take care of ourselves. Let's make sure that we take care of each other. And I'll see y'all back here in East Vineland tomorrow. Take care, everyone.